Hey guys, welcome back to Math with Marcel. Today we're going to go over how to find common factors when you're adding and subtracting fractions. That is one of the struggles when you're in elementary school, how to find common factors. So let's go, I have three examples here. Let's go to the first example. 2/3 plus 3/12. Well, you're adding fractions, and you know that if this number, the denominator doesn't match, you cannot add them. It's like calling it, this is one king and this is another king. They don't want to share their soldiers because they're different kings. Now, if we make both the same king, then they can actually share the soldiers, okay? We don't want these two kings to go to battle and fight over the soldiers. So we need to make them the same king. So let's go ahead and look for the common factor of 12. So I'm going to go ahead and put 12 in a circle, and I'm going to use a tree method. And you can actually, this would be the easiest way to do it, like this. And you know, you always grab the biggest number. You got to see if 3 is one of the common factors. In this case, 1 times 12 is 12. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 4 is 12. And guess what? We found the common factor. 3 is a common factor. So therefore you would grab 3 times 4, 3 times 4, and 2 times 4. So, and that would give you 12. Now you have the same king. When you have the same king, 2 times 4 is 8. When you have the same king, you can actually put the soldiers together. Okay? So that problem is done. And 12 and 3 was 12 is the common factor, and you multiply it by 4. All right, let's go to the next one. Next example. Example 2. 1/3 plus 5/15. Again, same scenario. You're adding. You gotta have the same lowest common denominator. Okay? So right here, you're gonna grab the biggest number and see if the smallest number is a multiple of 15. So you're gonna grab 15. You're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna grab and draw a tree. And you know that 1 times 15, you know that 2 doesn't work, so you need to go to 3. 3 times 5 is 15. But guess what? 3 and 3. So 3 times 5 and 1 times 5. So therefore 3 times 5, it becomes 15. And now the king is the same. 1 times 5 is 5. Now you can actually add the soldiers together. That would be 10 soldiers, 1 king. There wouldn't be a war between kings. Okay? So that's how you find the common factors. Let's go to a little bit more complicated problem over here. So now the last problem is a little bit more complex. It's 1/15 plus 2/7. Okay, so we have two different numbers, and I can tell right away that 7 is not a multiple of 15. Therefore, in this case, I have to write both numbers. So I'm gonna have to write 15, and you can write it in a circle too, and you can write 7. And you gotta find the lowest common multiple. So you go to the times table, and you can say, on this one, you can just write, you don't have to do a tree. Or you can just do a tree, but follow it, because you know that there's not a multiple smaller in between. So you know that 7, so 7 times 1, 7 times 5, actually, if you go ahead and try it, 7 times 1, 7 times 2, and you keep on going down on the times table, you're gonna find that 7 times 5 equals 45, right? And then this same number, you're gonna find it over here. So 15 times 1 is 15, 15 times 2 is 30, well 15 times 3 is 45. 30 is not a multiple of 7. 15 is not a multiple of 7. Therefore, your next common lowest denominator would be 45. 45. So therefore, you gotta grab this section here. Okay, well 15 times 3, right? And then 1 times 3, but you will also have to take care of this side because 15 times 3 equals 45. Now, in order for you to make this one 45, you gotta multiply over here. 7 times 5, and then you do the same on the top. So 7 times 5 is 45. Now you have the same king. But you gotta also finish the multiplication here. 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 3 is 10. Now you have those two soldiers. You have all those soldiers, and you have the same king. There wouldn't be a battle between kings because it's the same king. I own them all. So now I can put them all together. 3 and 10 becomes 13. 13 soldiers, all ruled by one king. 1345s. And this is how you find common multiples. You can either use your multiplication tables or you can draw a tree. But always check if the smallest number is a multiple of the biggest number before you continue with this process here. Okay? Okay guys, I hope this helps. Give me a thumbs up and we'll see you soon. Thank you.